Hey guys, welcome back to the new markdillon.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. But if you have not checked out the new site, give it a go. It's markdillon.com. Lots of cool new features on there. And also there's some of these video blogs that are not publicly available on YouTube because they deal with more adult themed content. But also I have a sex store on there. I have tons of interesting interactive features. So give it a go. It's markdillon.com. Tonight's question is actually it's pretty serious and one that I don't feel completely comfortable giving a definitive answer on it, but I'll talk about it. It's from Jamie. He says, "Hi Mark, thank you for your YouTube channel. Some of these videos are really meaningful in addition to being entertaining. Did you ever think about becoming a therapist? My question is, do you think someone can overcome being abused as a child? I was molested and it has caused me problems with my sexuality my whole life. I'm usually not in the mood to have sex with my boyfriend, though I masturbate a lot. It does affect our relationship and he has asked me if I'm cheating on him. Only my best friend and my family know what happened to me. Should I tell my boyfriend?" Wow. Okay, Jamie. First of all, thank you for the compliment. That's very sweet of you. No, I never thought about becoming a therapist. No one in their right mind would license me to be able to be in a room with somebody with a couch and a license to charge by the hour. No, actually, it's not something that I ever considered. It's not something that appeals to me. I'm just a guy with a webcam who enjoys talking to people, and I have an opinion about everything. I'm not scared to express it. Um, I've lived a lot of life condensed into a short lifespan, and so I feel that I have some perspective to offer, but I'm by no means qualified to, fill the role of a therapist, and it's not something I want it to be. Again, I have a webcam and I like talking to you guys. Uh, do I think someone can overcome being abused as a child? And I do, and I think this applies for any kind of abuse, whether it be psychological, verbal abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. I think it's within everyone uh, to overcome just about anything. I think that you can never underestimate the resiliency of the human spirit, but certainly abuse, particularly at a young age, the roots of that abuse, they just kind of permeate every area of your life as you grow, and they affect your self-worth and how you think about yourself and how you think about other people. And it's tough, but I think someone can overcome it, and I think you could overcome it. You probably will need the help of a really qualified therapist, somebody who deals with this kind of stuff. um, I don't think it's something most people can deal with on their own because it is so complicated and it affects you in ways you may not even know. um, I think that, by the way, let me just say, I hope this person who did this to you is sitting under the jail right now. I think that those are among the most heinous people in the world, and I don't think there's a punishment severe enough for them. Um, you know, I guess the only advice I would have for you is that just because you were victimized doesn't mean you have to become a victim, that you have to um, exhibit a victim's mentality. You can't let somebody else's evil actions towards you become the defining characteristic of your life. And that's much easier said than done. It sounds good to say, much harder to actually make that applicable in your life, but it's true and it needs to be said. Um, you did nothing wrong. This was a really horrible person who took advantage of you when you were defenseless. And you can't let something that you had absolutely no control of and such an evil act become the defining characteristic of how you see yourself. And I think that's a big thing when kids are abused, and not just sexually. You know, anyway, but I think that it's within your power to overcome it. I certainly think that without question, when people suffer sexual abuse, that it affects their ability to be intimate and sexual with somebody else. I think maybe the reason you don't want to be sexual with your boyfriend yet you still masturbate is because There's something about being vulnerable to somebody else, being opening yourself up in that way to another person that could be bringing back, kind of these bad feelings, or but there's just it could be so many different things, which is why you really need to seek the help of a professional who deals with this daily, or regularly, because there's just too many areas that it can affect that you may not be aware of. You can't. There's an old saying that somebody who a psychologist who tries to treat himself has a fool for a patient and a fool for a doctor. So you can't be your own psychologist, particularly with something this serious. And even though your best friend and your family may know, I don't think it's possible to really open up to those people the same way you could with a therapist in a true therapeutic session, where you really feel free to say whatever it is that's on your mind. And I think that just being able to talk to somebody about that without any inhibitions, without any boundaries, could be incredibly freeing for you as well. As far as should you tell your boyfriend? Yeah, I feel comfortable telling you should do. I think that if this is somebody you're planning on seeing for a long time, or you have been seeing for a while, if you have this issue that is going to affect your ability to be intimate and sexual with this person, and it may be affecting you in ways that you don't know as well. So I think it's very important for you to tell somebody that's going to be a life partner of yours, that what's going on. And my guess is that would probably, provided this is a good guy, you've been together a while, that extra support will be even more helpful to you in trying to overcome this. So there you go, Jamie. Uh, that is the best advice I can offer you. So thanks again for the question, and I'm actually very honored that you thought to ask me a question like that, even though I'm by no means qualified to answer. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching this on either YouTube or markdillon.com, which I want you to check out. Thanks.